Good evening, Ladybugs and Yellow Jackets. So welcome to this week's episode of FAE News. Here on FAE Productions, I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly. And tonight, I am starting out the evening here with Frank the Skeleton, who is actually a stand-in for Count Morbid, who's lurking somewhere in the dark in the back there.
He was there and ready. What is going on?
I know. I was like, is everybody ready? And then the disembodied voice of Count Morbid was like, oh,
there he is.
I didn't have my waistcoat on yet.
You're all Gunther Hammerhands down there.
Hello.
And staying to the boggin.
Hi.
Giving you a hard time, Count Morbid. It's okay. So, of course, I have our hello. I see you out there, Cobble. We have our obligatory things to get out of the way. First, I want to say I'm really sorry about missing last week's show. It was just an incredibly busy week last week, and I found myself on the day just so overwhelmed with stuff, and it was a mess, and I just could not make it. So we had to cancel the show, which ultimately worked out for the best because it allowed me to get hugely back on track. I put that time to good use in other ways, but I do apologize for having missed and that having been a thing. And we missed you guys. On the bright side, we gave everybody an extra week to enter for this week's
enter for the job. I got more of my homework done. That was sitting there staring at me and saying, "Give me done."
Yes, there was a number of things that I had like that as well. So, and hello, I see you, Cerulean Witch. Hi. I'll just put you guys up there. Hi. I love waving to everybody out there when they get in early. Okay, so first things first, of course, as you know, every show this year we are, what are you? No,
I'm waving.
Like, oh, you're waving. I thought you were getting ready to, yeah.
Because that's what he does on the regular.
We are doing something new to the like and subscribe button every show this year, or at least making that attempt. Like, how can we torture the like and subscribe button? But today it is.
I only
flirt with the like and subscribe button.
I finally thought of I actually thought of a good one after the fact, which would have been heart and subscribe.
Oh, heart and subscribe. Yeah, because for Valentine's Day. So, yes, Famous Dana came up with tonight's thing to do with the like and subscribe button. Flirt with it. Flirt with it. As, unless you're really bad at flirting, then don't flirt with it at all. Just yeah, that I don't want that.
Subscribe button. I think you're pretty. Do you want to make out?
Just,
hey, subscribe button. Can I have a lock of your hair?
Complimented. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Oh, that's funny, but also scary because that's like ours. So yes, also a shout out to today's show sponsor, which is Eclectics Marketplace. Eclectics Marketplace is a resource for all things Renaissance, medieval, fantasy, Celtic, and so much more. I love doing this like that radio voice, right? Like Eclectics
WNBC,
medieval, fantasy, Celtic, and so much more. The Eclectics Marketplace, and it's free to use. Like, I can't do it that fast. I need to have a super high-pitched voice, I think, when I do that, right? I'm pretty sure that they record those. They just record them at normal speed, and then they just speed them up in the recording. That way, at the end of the commercial, it's like... The Eclectics Marketplace site is a free-to-use index of listings for crafters, performers, service providers, guilds, and events. On their webpage, you can search for the vendors or products that you want. Everything is categorized. You can find your favorite performers, look for events in your area, etc., etc. And if you are a crafter or a performer or an event producer / event, you can get yourself listed. Well, I don't know.
Hello, I am an event.
You are definitely a production.
Yeah, that's true. You are definitely a production.
Experience.
I was thinking when you said hello, I'm an event, suddenly in my head I had Mercutio from Romeo and Juliet, right? Like just like, oh, last day, gentlemen. Like that I'm like, yeah, that actually would be an event.
Yeah.
Seeing that guy. That would be an event. So yes, if you are those things, the Mercutio experience, you too can be on their website right now. It is free to sign up and do so. They normally have a $30 annual fee, but because of all the COVID and such things, they are currently free. You can just go there. The application is there. It's pretty basic to fill out, and then they will send you follow-up emails to help you walk through the process. So check them out. Their information is there, and if you're looking for something, this is also a great place to find vendors to shop with, etc., assuming that you would like to stick it to the man and support handmade. So with that said, I think that's, oh, I hear Ion coming in the background. Yes, Ion was out of Yon Castle doing things, and I didn't know if he would be back in time. He's just come in, so he'll probably be joining us here in a minute. So, oh, I see a Flora out there. Hi, Flora. And I see a Persephone. Hi. And I see a Voivode out there. Hi. I hope I said that one right. I'm pretty sure I always say it wrong. You can't vote already. What is this? No, you can't vote. This is way too early for articles, okay? I'm just saying.
You're talking about saying things in the voice. I keep hearing the voice announcers for the game that just happened this last weekend, and yelling, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, he's in the end zone. Now put your pants back on and get off the field.
Oh, for the sports ball. Don't
you call it sports ball? That's a filthy thing.
I was rooting for the Browns.
Cricket on?
What?
They didn't have any crickets, but the guy who was
what game?
The guy who was wearing the bright pink leotard who ran on the field and evaded police. The other announcer looked at the first announcer and said, maybe they should draft him.
Why was there a guy in a pink leotard on the field?
By the way, can I just hearing that question?
Because they didn't want to streak this time.
You want to assure what? What'd you say, Count Morbid?
Well, I said hearing that question from a fairy princess is a little cognitive dissonance for me.
But it's a good question. Why was there a guy in a pink leotard on a football field? Whose team was he on?
Tampa Bay.
The same reason people climb Mount Everest.
In pink leotards? People climb Mount Everest in pink leotards? I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening.
I don't understand why you're confused.
He wasn't supposed to be on the field.
I mean, I don't understand why you don't understand why I'm confused.
Sometimes at major sporting events, humans tend to take off their clothes and go running down the field. This guy just happened to do it in a pink leotard. That's all.
That is not limited to sporting events.
I mean, I was thinking, like Janet Jackson, didn't she take off some things and
clothes again?
No, Janet didn't take it off. Justin Timberlake took it off her. That's like 20 years ago. What's on?
I don't know. It takes the human news a while to reach my doorstep. So I'm just catching up on Super Bowl 10.
Your ears are slow.
I mean, Sports Bowl 10. What was that? Count Morbid, what was that?
Your ears are slow.
My ears aren't slow. I don't even know what this word is. Oh my gosh. What does this say?
Pepto-Bismol.
Does this say Pepto? That says pedo.
I'm pretty sure they're
I was saying what I think they meant, not what they said.
Oh, the pink guy, like a Pepto-Bismol fairy. Now I'm on the same page. Yes,
it takes her a minute. She's long on the upkeep.
You're not helping.
I'm not helping. I was quiet till just then.
Well, then you should be more helpful. Continue with the helping.
I think the point got made.
Well, so there are some interesting things, I guess, to talk about tonight. At
The
first,
Super Bowls.
well, no, we have the winners for the Gnomeo contest. Sorry, it took me a minute to find that word. Let me open it up here.
That's your word. Like you wouldn't show up about it and you forgot it.
No, there was just a train wreck of things to say in my head, and they all wanted to come out at once.
And you don't have to wear a pink leotard if you win.
No, you don't.
Allegedly.
Well, only if you want to.
Allegedly. Let's see. Here we go. So here are the gnomes. Oh, good. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So, yes. So here are all of the gnomes that Flora the Fairy and I made. And then last 2 weeks, people have been invited to come and put in to guess how many hearts each one of them had in their jars. And so today I tallied the winners because we are supposed to announce it on today's show. And I am now going to read to you. So the way that they're numbered, here, so this is Gnomeo number 1 right here with the stripy hat. And the winner of Gnomeo number 1 is Stormy. He's not here with us this evening, but Gnomeo number 1 had 13 hearts in his jar, and Stormy guessed 13 hearts. So congratulations to Stormy for winning Gnomeo number 1.
Wow.
I know, she got it right on the dot. Oh, I see you down there, Ion. Okay. Are you ready to come in, Ion? Okay. There you are. Welcome. Man. I'm glad you made it.
Me too.
Okay.
Can I leave?
So, nope. You cannot.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
So Gnomeo number 2 is this guy up here in the corner. And the winner of Gnomeo number 2 is Rain Boys. And Gnomeo number 2 had 135 hearts in his jar. And Rain guessed 165. So congratulations, you win this. I will have to get all of these are going to be snail mailed out to their winners. So Gnomeo number 3 is this one down here in the corner. And this one was made by Flora. And Gnomeo number 3 was won by, Joshua Donovan, Lord Voivode. You win number 3. He had 44 hearts in his jar, and you guessed 67, and that was the closest guess. Congratulations to you. And number 4 is the one right in the middle, the leprechaun gnome, and I made that one. And number 4 was won by, Flora. Flora guessed only on mine because she obviously couldn't guess on her own. But Flora the Fairy, you won. You win the leprechaun gnome. He had 113 hearts in his jar, and you guessed 88. And then also the last gnome, drum roll, please.
Leprechaun? Did you get Ion? Oh.
Wait, what? Huh?
I wasn't paying attention. Did Flora win Ion?
Yeah, yes. Well, I mean, you know. Maybe I should have Ion just hand deliver the leprechaun gnome to Flora.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's see. So then number 5, which is this one over here with the little kind of stars on the Christmas hat. Last but not least, so gnome number 5 was won by 2 people, actually, who gnome number 5 had 18 hearts in his jar, and Jack Burchill and Lindsay, I don't know if I can say your last name, Philippiak. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but you two both guessed 17. So, Lindsay, I'm giving you this gnome because actually, Jack is somebody that I know down in Portland. And so I am going to make Jack his very own extra gnome because I have enough supplies to make another gnome. And when I go down, we are going down this weekend. A bunch of us are, to see Baroness Gale because 1, her shoulder is healing from an operation, and 2, we have cans to drop off, and 3, we have to do a walkthrough of the Fairyblossom location and all kinds of other such things. So we're going down and we're going to stay with her. And while I'm there, it is my hope that I will see my friend Jack, and I will give him his very own gnome that I have made since there was a tie for the last one. So congratulations.
So 4
winners.
There may be some snow this weekend.
Yes, that is what I hear. But also, snow down in your territory, Count Morbid, is about the same as snow up here. It maybe snows, it doesn't last for very long, so...
But everyone forgets how to use the land dragons.
Yes, but will be some, and so, you know... Yes, this is true, actually. This is actually why we're all going down there. It's 90% because the Baroness is rad, and then like the other 10% is divided up amongst all that other stuff.
That's short for radioactive, isn't it?
Oh, I guess we're gonna find out because that seems pretty legit, to be perfectly honest. But I was gonna say, actually, you've gone down from 90% rad to 85% rad because your youngling Talon is going to be making us dinner, and that's pretty rad. So he at least gets 5%.
I don't think it's a fixed pool. I think they can be separate pools of rad. I don't think you have to take from one pool of rad to the other. I don't think they have a limited sum of rad between two of them that has
a finite quantity of rad.
Yes. You know, I don't think I like that approach. I like the approach of King Louis.
Yeah, she gave him a starting amount of rad.
She gave birth to him, which gave him a starting amount of rad, and then it's up to him to either keep it or lose it.
To cultivate the rad on his own. I don't think it's a fixed amount between fixed pool between them. Because otherwise she'd have to. Because she has 2 younglings, that would be a lot of rad to share.
I mean, it's true, and it would be a lot of rad. Also true.
I mean, I didn't give the angry elf all her angry. I just started her off on the path.
You just started her off. That is excellent. Oh, man. Okay. So, yes. So speaking of, though, going down there, that is one of the things. No rad shall pass. That is one of the things we're going to be doing while we're down there, though, is going on a brief little walkthrough of the hotel just to refresh memories so that I can once again see the layout, look at it with kind of a different set of eyes, and figure out what we're going to do. We're currently collecting...
Tell me what your elf eyes see, Legolas. Oh.
Is that actually a quote?
It is from the movie.
I mean, he actually says... Yes. Tell me what your elf eyes see.
Tell me what your elf eyes see. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't recall that quote.
Even though he.
It must have been Aragorn though that would have said something like that.
Aragorn said it to Legolas.
Okay. Yes. I'm like, it sounds like an Aragorn quote, but I don't recall that. What? My face is not an Aragorn quote. But if it was, I would be honored and flattered. I mean, technically, he outranks me, right? He's a king. I'm not a king.
Spoiler! Jesus.
Oh, no. Everybody knows I'm not a king. That's not a spoiler. No, but so one of the other things, though... Stop laughing! It never works if you tell people to stop laughing. It doesn't work.
Now you spoiled the whole trilogy for everyone.
Now that everyone knows that the king in question is Aragorn.
Now everyone knows.
Wait, what?
Way to go!
I'm-
No, it is not a spoiler. You guys are a little worried.
It is a little bit, actually.
It's a little-
It is a little.
Everybody knows.
Not everybody. Some people have not seen it.
If you haven't seen the movies or read the books, why would you know that? Or even if you've only read the first 2 books, why would you know that?
You know what? There it is. That's me. Thank you. At least somebody appreciates me out there.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Yeah, Darth Vader is what? Oh.
I just thought that him being Aragorn as opposed to Strider, I thought that Strider was like his
Folks around here call him
disguise.
Strider. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that was sort of like a disguise for
They
taking
don't
on work.
actually reveal it. They don't actually reveal that chunk away into the book.
They don't reveal it until the 3rd book.
That's a good book. I didn't know that.
There's a book.
Yeah, apparently so, and I've read none of them. So when I was younger, I read about 2 pages of like the first couple pages of the Lord of the Rings, and Tolkien's writing did not grab me, and I never have picked one up to read any of them since, which is probably, I already have trouble reading fantasy, so I only like to read nonfiction, like fairy tales.
There is a tail in the screen.
One of the best things about Tolkien, in my opinion, is the names he gives things evokes feelings about them. So, like, the way he uses language that way works out really nicely.
Wasn't he a language professor? I'm trying to remember. I mean, he invented some language.
He was a linguist, and he chaired the English department at Oxford. Yeah. So he was the world expert in English when he wrote the books.
And also Elvish. He was definitely the expert in Elvish.
He invented
He
Elvish.
made it up.
Yeah.
Like he invented them. Like
Technically,
all of them.
Technically, all languages are made up.
Yes.
Technically,
All words are made
languages
up.
are made up.
You guys, why?
Most languages are not made up by one person, though, to be fair.
Well, he is the reason why we have to call him halflings and not hobbits.
Gunther.
Halfling was a derogatory term.
Well,
Halfling is
it looks like
generic,
Gunther
whereas
has a service
hobbits
that is
is.
cleaning his magic mirror. Gunther seems to have a service that is cleaning his magic mirror, from what I can tell. Yeah.
Yes, kitty tail.
I'm sure that she loves that.
Our magic mirrors are cleaned only with the finest of cat butts.
So many bad images now in my head. Thank you so much, Count Morgan, in the way that I do not thank you.
By the way, I've heard from people who have hairless cats, and occasionally hairless cats, their butts get stuck to the cat suction cups.
Hello, kitty.
Okay, so even though we don't have a vendor this evening, we do have a drawing for. There's 2 things that are happening here.
Oh, we do have a vendor.
No, we maybe had a vendor, but I didn't get the link to the vendor in time for them to be prepared to be on the show, which is really my bad.
Sorry.
So, yes. So it is all my fault. We have passed one another in communications, but we still have the drawing to do for week before last week's Devine Costume Designs, which is for the shirt, if you will recall. Let me see. I will pull it up here. It's for the winner's choice. Let me just find where that's at. You know how it is. But also, even though we maybe I should just do one thing at a time. That is what I will do. Here we go.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the shirt. I'm gonna get this screen shared. You know, let's see. Here it is. Okay, and it is the winner's choice. I believe that this bottom one is a little bit larger than this top one. The top one looks kind of a teal, but it's actually like a mint. It doesn't really look teal. It looks like a light blue to me on my screen, but it's actually like a mint green is what it is. So you can choose whichever between the two of these that you want. And I am now going to do the drawing. Let's see.
On a sketchpad. No,
the drawing for names on the Wheel of Wind. Okay. So let me pull that screen up so I can there. I swear I'm the worst. I'm sometimes just so underprepared. So
I'm sure there is someone worse than you somewhere. You're probably not
don't know
the worst.
You don't know who they are though, or where they are, and you know.
I mean, they might be in the Hague. They might be in the Hague for war crimes, but
you know what?
I mean, that is a
terrible thing to say.
War crimes are probably worse than you, is what I'm saying. That's a compliment. I'm endorsing you.
Is the worst a title worth bragging about?
What is the worst title?
The worst. Being a title.
Oh my gosh. No. I mean, it's literally. So, yeah, I guess. Okay. So this is the bottom of our list, but there was also several people who got their names in on last week's video. So we have some bonus entries to put in here. Yay!
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson and we shall learn.
I'm not sure you can learn. How come that one went in twice?
I didn't say the lesson was for me.
He did say should learn.
Yeah, not necessarily would learn. Got it. Oh man, great. Okay, I'm just pulling the names. There's 7 of them. Okay, we're down to 5, and so Nettle, J, and
is the title the worst better or worse than Ivan the Terrible's title?
What?
Well, he started off as Ivan the Not That Bad.
Ivan the Not That Bad.
He worked his way up to terrible.
Yeah. Oh no! I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing somebody.
Who are you missing?
It's certainly better than Ivan.
And
Ivan to suck your blood.
No.
You're all fired. You're terrible. Terrible, man. Okay, so just as a reminder, like
the worst.
You're all the worst.
Well,
like bratwurst.
The worst.
Well, you brought your worst here to the show tonight. So.
I assure you with great confidence that this is not my worst.
Okay, so yes, there are 3 ways to get entries for a maximum of 3 entries per person. And those ways are to 1, you can join this YouTube channel not just by subscribing, but hitting the little join button. You will automatically be entered into every drawing that we do. 2, you can join our Patreon, and you will automatically be entered into every drawing that we do. And the link for that is in the low bar. And 3, you can comment with the magic word each week on the videos after the show, and then you will get your 3rd entry. So this is everybody. And now we shall submit the names unto the wheel. Click the button. And Catherine J. I think it's J-Bush. J-Bush? How would you guys say that? Jabush?
I wouldn't say it.
Well, Catherine, congratulations. You are the winner. So, and you're one of our Fairyblossom people. So, yay. Thank you so much.
What if a J is a
A
yabush?
yabush? I don't know. It could be, though. I mean, I'm just saying. So what I wanted to say, though, with regards to that was even though there was a passing of things for tonight's vendor and therefore not on tonight's show, but probably next week's show, a couple of weeks ago, we had a vendor on, and unfortunately, the winner of their prize did not ever claim it, which means next week we can do a drawing again for it was a hat, like a I keep wanting to say crocheted, but I think it's actually knitted. I'm not actually sure if it's crocheted or knitted or what. But yes, for a crocheted or knitted hat, I can't remember. For the heads, it was very cool, and that will be the prize for next week's drawing. So I need a new magic word for next week. And you guys, I'm sure you remember Catherine because she's been on the show a couple of times. So from Horse and Round Studio.
Let's pretend I wasn't paying attention. Remind me what the prize is again that they're doing it.
It's a
again.
hat. She like grows her own sheep and she shears them, and then she dyes them and makes yarn, and then she knits or crochets hats and scarves and all kinds of cool things. And so her hat that she had put up for a prize when she was on the show a few weeks ago, the winner didn't ever claim it, so we have to do a second drawing for that. So we will do that next week in lieu of having had a vendor this week. And so now for the hat, and she had a really funny one too, because it was all about sheep on that episode, and I'm trying to remember what the magic word was. Hobbit hat. Okay, this is suggestion number one.
Black sheep hat trick.
Bad
Wool gathering.
Wool gathering. I don't know. We're gonna have to think on this one, I guess. Hobbit hat is kind of a cute one. I'm just saying. You guys have suggestions for that word. Shed.
Shear.
I wish I could remember what it was the last time. I was thinking something along the lines of counting sheep. Ooh. Red cap.
That's a bit bloody.
Well, the hat, if I recall, is actually kind of a dark maroon burgundy red. So I wonder if it's
fitting then, yeah?
It kind of actually is fitting. I wonder if I have a picture of it, because I feel pretty certain that she sent me a picture. Let's see. I just don't know what I may have done with
Lamb
that,
chop.
because it was lamb chop was the magic word. That's right.
That's right, because we had a whole thing about puppets.
Yes. Yes, we did. Okay, let's see here. So I think the picture is in. Yes, the picture is in here. And let me share the screen really quick. It is actually a really cute hat. It makes me want to enter my own drawing. Since we did it fair and square the first time, can I put my name in my own drawing? No, I'm not going to do that. You know I won't. Okay, so, but I want to. I want to every week, though, so I guess that there's nothing new about that. And let me see. I'm going to pull it up. Red cap is actually a pretty good one because it is fitting. So, where is it? I literally just opened it.
If the hat is red, I want to go with red cap.
Well, it is.
It's really dark red.
Even better.
Yeah.
Why does it seem, though, like it's not? I see. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where it's opening here. Sometimes it takes me so long to do this. You would think that I had these things figured out before the show, but no.
No one thinks that.
Oh. Is it? Oh,
no one thinks that.
dag nabbit! It's showing the wrong thing. Man, I'm trying to get it to open up and show the right picture of the hat, but it's apparently not doing that. So let's see. No. Why? Why does it hate me?
How about that yarn hat?
No, it's red, so I'm going to go with Cobble's suggestion. I think of red cap because it's. I think that this is a little bit too long for a magic word. Dark with the blood of my enemies. Yes, that's too long for a magic word. We're just gonna go with red cap. That'll be it. Oh, hey! Hi, everybody. That is not what I was looking for. My face all big. Let's see. Wait, what? Flora wants. Oh, Flora wants her fairy ears. She needs to have her official earring ceremony. I think we need to do a seining ceremony for Flora and give her her fairy ears.
Well, she was also commenting that if she wins the hat, she'll trade for ears.
I mean, that could be a thing, but we won't know until next week because we're not doing the drawing until next week. So that's a thing. But I guess we could wait. I have no problem with that. Let's see.
From looking at the site where you could purchase hats and scarves and things, they look knitted.
Knitted. You would be the expert on that for sure.
I believe that was one of the nights that my camera was, my magic mirror was acting up.
So
and
is knitting with the pins and crocheting with the hooks?
Yeah, one hook, two needles. Or it's like this, I guess.
2 man in, 1 man leave.
I'm not so good with the 2. I'm good with the 1.
Counting is hard.
I'm totally a pirate.
Yeah.
When you say counting is hard, do you mean actually like numbers, or do you mean doing work in your capacity as count is difficult?
Yes.
1. 2.
The answer is yes.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
1, 2, 2, 1.
No.
If we were to play that backwards, it looked like you're popping little bunny foo-foo on the head.
The bunny knew what he did. He had it coming.
Foo-foo, I don't want to see you run through the forest. I'm popping anybody on the head.
I mean,
field mice know what they did.
The field mice know what they did. See, I would like to take this moment.
They invoked the wrath of Foo.
To say.
I don't even like it.
They called down the thunder.
Here we know once again we have another example of a very bad rabbit doing bad things, just like Peter Rabbit was bad, and Farmer Brown is the one who is correct because that rabbit was stealing the food from his garden.
I think that's going to be a new insult of calling someone a field mouse.
And there's little bunny
Oh
Foo
my
Foo
God!
will not leave.
This propaganda that you're spewing right now.
See, everybody, like, there's Sir Nettle trying to stick up for the rabbits, saying, no, the rabbits, they're so innocent. They la-di-da-di-da.
That's because of how
la-di-da-di-da.
How dare I say anything untoward about Peter Rabbit and the rabbits? I am bad, but I'm telling you. Yeah, see, look, Rare Rabbit, another example. I'm telling you, those rabbits are not innocent. They are not.
With the big teeth like this.
Did you say duck season?
Duck season.
It's the duck season, rabbit season.
Duck season.
Argument.
Rabbit season.
I don't
Duck
know what we're
season.
talking about.
Rabbit season.
So
Rabbit
Bugs Bunny and
Duck
Daffy
season.
Duck used to get into this fight about whether it was duck season or rabbit season. Because whatever the sign said is what Elmer was going to hunt.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that those rabbits are not all so innocent. And by the way, Nettle is unseelie anyway, so that is another strike against rabbits and their innocence.
That was why it was perfect. She was defending them.
This is your night, Count Morbid, just so you know.
I'm aware.
I'm just reminding you.
I netted her because of her strong views on field mice.
Strong views.
She feels they all should have concussions.
You like the authoritarian bop?
Yes.
I almost feel
the right rabbit foot of God. The right rabbit foot of God delivering justice.
When rabbits get horns, they get like power. Right?
Yes.
Horny rabbits. You always have to be scared of horny rabbits. Horned rabbits. Sorry, horned rabbits.
I gave a straight.
You guys are asking to not have DuckTales ruined. So please be kind and do not ruin DuckTales for the members of our audience watching at home. And by the way, Watership Down is literally like one of my probably top 10 favorite books.
Nope. I didn't like it.
You didn't like the book or you didn't like the movies?
I didn't like the movie either, but I had to listen to the book on tape during a really long ride on a land dragon and was very unhappy.
Was it abridged or unabridged?
There were bridges on the trip.
I don't think it was changed at all. I think it was straight from the book.
Well, because the book is actually quite long. So it's, I mean, like a 500-page book, isn't it? Right around there. And so it seems like must have been a really, really, really long road trip to listen to a 500-page book. Did it have all of the stories of El Herrera, the god rabbit, the rabbit god?
I think so. I think the voice changed during that part, like a different, I don't know, it was masculine voice, and sometimes it was rah, and sometimes it was and sometimes it was and.
I don't know what just happened.
Well, that's great. Dana just spoiled the entire book for me.
Spoiler alert.
You know, I'm not talking about how the one where Abbott became king, okay?
King. Okay, I get it, and that was not funny. I'm just over here going, I don't remember him becoming king at the end.
This is the unabridged version of Watership Down. It's the unabridged third book in Elvish.
Yes, Watership Down is where they had a great rabbit battle, right? The Battle of Watership Down.
Sandorian.
Yeah,
Battle of Balls Deep.
Normally, that's not a battle.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
no.
All those Palinor field mouse mice.
Oh man.
I think they killed the fairy princess. She's coughing lots over there. I can see it. It's terrible.
Well,
he already looked like that, though.
Ouch.
Probably. Allegedly.
She can still hear you, you know.
The rabbit told them all.
There'll be no hops in
That's it. I lost everything. My headdress is falling off.
It's all gone. It's all downhill from here.
The world has come to an end. Look at what you've done, Count Morbid. This is actually my really cool. This is like my really cool. Shut up. Whatever. I can't breathe right now. Anyway, let's see. Dystopian society explained by rabbits. Wasn't there something about being fed? So, oh yeah, that's the secret. No, not Secret of Nim. That's the one with the rabbit that becomes a vampire bunny. Bunnicula, right?
No,
I might have issues with this.
it's not anything about a distance. What? No, it's not in any way but nothing.
The Secret of Nim is about the upstart field mice.
Hey.
Nim is back with the rats.
Yeah.
It's a dystopian society.
But Nicula had nothing to do with a dystopian society, unless you count suburban America. Which,
I think that they're actually
In the 50s.
I think Persephone is actually still talking about Watership Down now that I've read that comment again a second time.
No kidding.
You know,
Tax season.
hey, Count Morbid, don't you have some kind of education in Shakespeare or something?
Yeah, he's Quackers.
Yeah, he wrote the Odyssey, right?
Homer. Go! I don't even know why I'm here tonight.
Words.
You were here to pet the kitty.
Well, I had a question for you about Shakespeare, but I don't know that you'll really actually have an answer because it's like a really obscure question.
I mean, I'm not an expert. I mean, I would never describe myself as an expert. No more than you, probably, but not in any way an expert.
So in not Midsummer Night's Dream, in Romeo and Juliet, let me see if I can find the exact.
Are you talking about the Queen Mab speech?
It's an exchange between Mercutio and Romeo.
Yeah, the Queen Mab speech.
Well, so Mercutio's, because Romeo, okay, I'll just read it, right? Like Romeo says, I dreamed a dream tonight. And Mercutio says, and so did I. And Romeo says, well, what was yours? Mercutio says, that dreamers often lie. And Romeo says, in bed, asleep, while they do dream things true. And Mercutio says, oh, then, I see Queen Mab has been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in a shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. So
is that what happens?
Yeah. And that's why you have to sneeze when you wake up. So it's this line here. She is the fairy's midwife. That I am curious if you know anything. You seem to be familiar with the Queen Mab speech, and do you know anything? Like, why do they call Queen Mab the fairy's midwife?
Well, I mean,
what is that?
I'm gonna guess it. One has to know the definition of midwife, but you know, she helps the fairies give birth, or. But
she's the queen, not the midwife of the fairies. She's the queen of the fairies.
Yet, the line says she's the fairies. First off, could be a metaphor. But, you know, queens are often basically, you know, the source of birth and life in their court.
Well, see, I had some ideas on this as well.
Think of it as Queen Mother, then. Think of it as Queen Mother.
Does she wear bells?
Because
Like
I would have to research it to figure out some of the stuff going on there, but...
Well, I had to do some research into it too as well. I have some thoughts on it, but I just wondered if I know it's like super off the cuff It's not as if I actually expect you to be like, oh yes, that one really obscure Shakespeare line, and I know the deep.
Oh, I'm sure there are people. I'm sure there are people who are very familiar with that speech who could instantly tell you, but it's not one I have memorized. Specifically studied, partly because Romeo and Juliet is just an awful. I don't want to say it's a bad play, but everyone in it is stupid except Mercutio and Tybalt.
Is that the one where the kid sparkles in the sunlight?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know.
Don't like
I
it.
love Tybalt, by the way.
The sad thing is, I want to agree with Ion. Like, I've heard worse descriptions of Romeo and Juliet than that.
Send me, Benvolio, and look upon thy death. Like, Tybalt
Twilight,
is
still a
great.
better love story than Romeo and Juliet. Yeah.
They do not sparkle after they drink that magic.
Wait, you know what though? Romeo and Juliet is still a better love story than Twilight. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, other way around.
No, I can't. There is no way that anything Twilight related will ever be better than whatever word soup, alphabet soup Shakespeare eats and then vomits onto a piece of paper. It will always be better than something Twilight.
There are
Well, at least
werewolves
it's
in
better than
Twilight.
50 Shades of Grey.
Also of that as well. I mean, but then again, if you look up all of the innuendos, like a list of Shakespearean innuendos, man, that is a long list. It probably is better than 50 Shades of Grey. You know what I mean?
No. Why don't you tell us?
Whew-wee. Yeah, well, you
Okay,
have
I am
some.
taking a quick look, and their idea of Fairy's midwife seems to be basically that she's the one who, plants dreams in people's heads. Thus, sort of a birthing process.
Yes, that is in fact the foregoing literary interpretation of that. So I just kind of wondered if you knew or had any other thoughts about why she would be referred to as that. I mean, my thought that I had was that
She makes
Mab,
people put their legs in stirrups. Yeah.
also true. No, Mab is an alternate spelling of Maeve, and Maeve, who is one of the long since known classic fairy queens, was also in some folklore / belief, because they're kind of the same, she was perceived as also a fertility goddess. So coming kind of back to the whole child rearing sort of a thing. So fairy queen / fertility goddess.
I don't know, my quick look at the speech and some of the things on the internet basically seems to be the idea that she is she helps people have terrible ideas. 50 Shades of Fae, cute. Yes, the idea that she helps birth terrible stupid ideas into people's heads. Things like, love and conquest and just
like
other idiotic
Shades of
thoughts.
My mind is going down that rabbit hole now, the 50 Shades of Fae rabbit hole. Yeah, that seems like a thing I want to write. The question is, how satyr randy do I get in the writing of 50 Shades of Fae? What does that look like? I think if I were going to write 50 Shades of Fae, would it have to be like a satire? So I actually would have to read 50 Shades of Grey, which I haven't read, but I do have a copy of it on my bookshelf, I guess just for such an emergency.
I think it would come out modeled.
Well, should it be like the story 50 Shades of Grey, but done fairy style, or should it just be...
I don't like it.
What?
Maybe it's all about the likes of the different types of Fae. Just 50 Shades means
Why are we
50
talking
types.
about this? It's disturbing my ears.
Because you have a whole unique level on that.
Was there any
No.
was there any news this week? Did any news happen?
There was. There was.
We are the news.
I'm really missing that 30-second timer right now. Why can't we have that?
Just because you can think you
I
can
love
vote
that so
ahead of
much.
time
Why
and
can't we have
often.
the 30-second timer?
You're in timeout. The Baroness is telling me that I can't read it. She says that if I try to read 50 Shades of Grey, I'll have an aneurysm because the writing is so bad.
Oh, yeah, bananas.
Oh, I thought they said orgasm. Yeah, no, aneurysm makes more sense.
Bananas.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Rainbow
It was
Shades
totally
of Grey?
bananas.
Man, just everybody's going to get in on it there, right? It'll just be, you know, all the fairies in one big happy party.
Rainbow Shades of Fate.
You know.
Well, I actually heard a quote the other day, and it was, quote, it was bananas. And I was like, if somebody's read that in a book, I'm not sure I would think it's a great literary work.
Wait, what? You read a quote the other day that if somebody had just read it to you out of context, you would have not thought it a piece of great literary work.
I think she. Okay.
What was the quote?
Okay, they actually quoted 5 different quotes from that particular book,
What
and
book?
one of them was a certain thing was bananas, like it was really good or something, and it was bananas, and I was like, you put that in there as supposed to be a description word for things that happened. It's bananas, really?
I thought that was a safe word.
No,
No.
it was not.
I mean, I'm just, oh boy.
Apparently, it was an adjective.
That's bananas.
Can we talk about rabbit books again?
No, I have so many ideas right now. That it's
50
back
Shades
to
of
rabbits. Well, you know,
50
tell me
Shades of
about.
Bugs Bunny.
So my favorite rabbit book is The Adventures of Edward Tulane, which is about a toy rabbit.
Which is a very good book. I second the goodness of that book.
Is that separate from Velveteen Rabbit?
Yep.
Oh yeah, very separate. It's written by Kate DiCamillo. I think I'm saying her
Same
last
person
name
who
right.
wrote The Tale of Despero.
Despero.
Yep.
She is a
Which is
fantastic.
a mouse
Prospero.
Yes.
Did you know there are more spiders on the planet than there are people?
Yes.
Well, I mean, they give.
Did you know that all the spiders, if they were cannibals, if they liked eating people, we would all be dead?
It would be like that horror movie with William Shatner and the spiders. Arachnophobia, maybe?
I just don't know what to say about
That is not arachnophobia, no.
What?
It took me a second to figure. I thought you were surprised for like 2 seconds, famous Santa, and then I was like, "Oh no, you're not surprised. You're Shatner." The rainbow banana of power. Wow.
Oh yeah, Shatner's movie was Kingdom of the Spiders.
Okay, King. I'm just saying that rainbow banana of power needs a hammock. So. It needs a rainbow banana hammock. But kumquat is literally one of my favorite fruit names to say because it never sounds good, but I love saying it.
I legitimately thought you were going to say kumquat was one of your favorite safe words, and I was going to have follow-up questions.
Broccoli. When do you ever say broccoli?
So,
man.
Well, whenever I quote Dennis Leary, what do you want to eat there? Broccoli. Broccoli's a side dish, folks. Always was, always will be. When I go into a restaurant, they ask me what I want. I say, "This America, what do you think I want? I want a bowl of raw red meat right now." Forget about that. Bring me the live cow over to the table. I'll carve off what I want and ride the rest home. Dum da da dum da da dum.
Chop a broccoli.
Chop a broccoli.
your favorite part of the day is that Ion has a favorite rabbit book. Actually, Ion introduced me to that rabbit book, and I read the whole thing, and it was really, really good. I was afraid to read it, though, at first, because I thought it was going to be a sad rabbit book.
He introduced you. He said he introduced you to the book, and I just had this mental image of Fairy Princess Lolly book. Fairy Princess Lolly.
You would be surprised how often that happens. Yeah. This is Fairy Princess Lolly we're talking about.
You know what? I don't even know what's going on here anymore. So I keep trying to say, I don't even remember what I keep trying. I keep trying to say that we are planning on trying to have a Valentine's Day watch party this weekend when we go down to the Baroness's house, and that you all should join us. But we're trying to figure out the logistics of how we're going to do that. Dag nabbit.
We're going to figure it out in the next couple of days so we don't have like a last second freak out.
You're not going to let Dorian pick the are you going to let Dorian pick the movies?
No. Lolly doesn't let anybody pick the movies. She picks them all.
I do not.
And she reads every description before she makes her decision.
I definitely do that.
She definitely does that. Yes.
That sounds
How are you
horrifying.
supposed to know if you want to watch the movie and what it's about if you don't read the description?
Okay. Sorry. I want to address and withdraw a statement that I made earlier in the show. I now acknowledge that Fairy Princess Lolly is, in fact, the worst.
Why is that the worst? What? There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's war crimes, and then there's like you up here with like reading every description of a movie.
Well, how am I supposed to pick a movie if I don't read the description? You guys are always so mean to me.
There's nobody being mean to you.
I don't even understand how. And you just look at it, and you're like, oh, I know those actors or that director, and so I will watch that one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I know. Well, first of all, I basically don't know any actors or directors. Really,
You can tell right offhand if there's a bunch of actors with weird names that you don't know, don't watch it. It's a B flick that I don't want to see. It's probably really bad.
See that on the screen right there, Count Morbid? Gunther, you two, you just shut up.
Well, I don't need to watch a Quentin Tarantino movie. I lived it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I know directors, so like I know I usually like Quentin Tarantino stuff or David Lynch stuff, Clive Barker stuff.
Well, Gunther and I were tearing apart wood pallets in my front yard, and some pieces of wood flew from the hammer hitting the wood and flew and stabbed me in the leg, and I squirted blood everywhere. And
she was very well hydrated.
I was kind of laughing at it because I suddenly went, ow, and leaned down, and there's blood everywhere. He looks over and, I killed Christina.
I thought I did. There was blood flying. It was crazy. I thought I took your leg off, man.
It didn't look like there was that much.
There was a lot of blood.
Well, yeah.
There was a lot of
still
blood.
there.
If you're going for blood, might I suggest Army of Darkness?
That's pretty legit.
Kill Bill's pretty good with it, too.
If you're going for blood and gore, might I suggest Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3? I mean, even 1 and 2 are pretty. Actually, I think it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but 2 gets pretty gory.
I'm pretty sure Fairy Princess Lolly's not wielding the chainsaw, so we don't need to watch it.
I know how to use a chainsaw. I'm just saying, back on 50 Shades of FAE. Here, somebody else read that out loud. Go ahead, read it out loud.
Princess Kumquat let down her guard to the evil banana wizard.
I don't like it.
I don't even know what's happening right now. This is what happens when I don't have a vendor to interview, I guess.
Remember when I said we can't have nice things? This is why.
No, cats are why we can't have nice things.
That's true as well.
It's
Also probably not a movie worth watching.
Why we can't have nice things or cats?
Cats.
What? I mean, I've never seen Cats, and I really would like to.
Honestly, if the title name is Princess Kumquat, I'm pretty sure people are going to misconstrue what the movie's about.
Not if it's 50 Shades of FAE. They won't.
That's fair. They'll say orange.
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey.
Cray.
Okay, so let's see. I talked about the Gnomeo winners. I talked about the watch party for Valentine's Day.
Did we decide on a movie?
Ran the wheel?
What?
Did you decide on a movie for the watch party?
No, we didn't. Maybe I should put a poll up in Bay Hollow after the show. I don't know. Let's see. I did want to. So we can in fact look at articles. Other things that I had on here I think can wait. But let's see. So you guys talk amongst yourselves, and I am going to read, and I'm gonna find us our article. Who's gonna battle it out here? Wait,
I have heard that.
Do we have to do news stories? Oh.
First
do you want the timer count, Morbid? Because reading article stories is how you get the timer. Do you want the pink timer count, Morbid, or do you want more?
I think he wants both.
What's your safe word count, Morbid? You better come up with it fast, and you better make it something I like.
Yeah, that's not how safe words work. That is definitely not how that works.
What are you talking about? I think that sounds so amazing. You come up with a safe word, and I will tell you when I approve of one.
What is this going on?
No, that is absolutely not how that works. 100% not how that works.
No, that sounds amazing. I like it. I like this plan for getting safe words.
Yes,
go ahead.
That's why it's a terrible idea.
Go ahead, try one out. Try a safe word out. Go ahead.
Because if only one person likes the idea, it's a bad idea. That's how that works.
Let's see. I don't know.
Exactly
I think it needs testing.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
What?
That's not a bad safe word. Like,
It's actually a really good one. I can't even say it.
They can't say it. That's right. Okay. Whew. Safe words. Yes, that's the topic I'm leaving you guys with while I go and read article titles here. Nope. No Jeopardy music.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So what's your second favorite rabbit book, Ion?
Second favorite rabbit book?
Yes. Or sorry, do you have a favorite either cat? Do you have a favorite cat book? Or you know what? Let's just open it up to other animals.
Well, I was a fan of Cat in the Hat, but I'm not sure that qualifies as my favorite cat book. I don't know.
Like I said, we can go into other animals.
I have I'm surprisingly touched by the movie The Adventures of Milo and Otis, which is a cat and a dog.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Hey, famous Dana.
Those little rapscallions.
Do you have your candle there?
My favorite cat movie is Lady and the Tramp.
No one asked you. Pick an article.
What?
Do you have your candle?
But it's called The Aristocats.
No, in Lady and the Tramp, it's all about the two Siamese. The dogs are incidental.
I'm out.
He's out.
Orbit's out.
Done for the night. No, famous dinner. Do you still have that candle at your desk?
God damn it, I. Oh.
No, because I moved the shelf. All the candles are over on the shelf instead.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Why?
Because you said you wanted to show it.
Oh.
Who's where it's at.
I got a really cool candle for the candle exchange.
Famous dinner wanted to show this thing.
It looks like red jasper.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna embiggen you. There you go.
You are embiggened.
Yay, I'm embiggened. It looks like red jasper, and it's like mottled colors, and it's got a cool lid, and it smells really good. Want to smell?
I mean, sure. Let's do it.
I'm scratching my monitor, but it doesn't seem to be working.
It's called Easy Breezy Sea Salt and Orchid with red jasper.
Oh, nice.
And it does sound good.
Okay.
But that was my candle exchange candle. I like it.
I guess today we're going to talk about bodily functions.
Yeah, my favorite.
As
topic.
if we hadn't been already.
Why do wombats poop cubes versus Victorian era England fought public peeing with architecture? Those are the two. So wombat cube poop is number one, and the architecture versus public peeing is number two. So Ion, please start the timer if you will. Yes, if you would like to. If Paladin Morbid protected the lolly's honor. No, okay, you clearly do not know Count Morbid very well. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, no, that will not ever happen. I think he waits for opportunities to just throw me under the bus. Yes, okay. Whew, oh, Talon votes one as well.
I can't throw you under the bus. I am not capable of throwing you under the bus. I can't do that while also driving the bus.
There's two minds with it.
Curve shot. Open windows?
You think this will, so yes. So number one was the wombat poop, and number two was the public peeing versus architecture. And where are we at? We're about halfway through that timer. You know, there it is, the pink timer. And what do I get from Count Morbid? Nothing. I get no thanks.
Not supposed to pee in front of windows that might be see-through?
Oh.
And the timer has run out. I agree with Cobble. The numbers should have been swapped on that. Wombat poop should be on public urination. Architecture is one.
Yes, wombat, or peeing on architecture should have been number one. Wombat poop should have been number two.
What difference?
Right.
I don't get it. What difference does it make?
When you go to the bathroom, you call it number one. I have to go number one.
Oh, never mind. Never. Sorry.
Somebody explain to Princess how P works. Okay.
So it's a letter after O.
Wait, is that what
and it's very cute.
We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 votes for 1, and 3 votes for 2, 4 votes for 2, 5 votes for 2. Okay, so architecture is.
Are you count? Make sure you count Talon's vote, because apparently Talon also voted.
I did, but it's 5-3.
Well, you're going number 3 then, huh?
I'm just going to read this article, and I inquire as to what constitutes number 3.
Damn it.
I don't know.
Math constitutes number 3.
So, Victorian era England fought public peeing with architecture. I guess that is the thing. Everything in the 19th century was disgusting, especially in England. And the city of Norwich, the second largest in the country, was having a particularly hard time with people peeing everywhere. Just whee! Every dark corner, which was usually part of a church, adding a layer of blasphemy to the general grossness, was covered in the stain and stench of the urine of men who visited the city's popular marketplace, which, like most places in the 19th century, was sorely lacking in restroom facilities. The city imposed a fine.
This seems like a good time to remind people that St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
What?
The city imposed a fine on those caught with their pants down and ordered the owners of popular peeing spots to address the situation. But nobody wanted to build a urinal outside their business or church. Weird, right?
No.
I mean, people were on the verge of what would no doubt be a hilariously named riot. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. What would you name a peeing riot? Right? A urine riot. I don't know, but it would have to be something, right?
A urinary tract convention.
A urinalysis? No.
I mean, if it's a riot, you can call it,
a zoot poop riot.
Oh no.
Extreme kerfuffle.
Okay, so let's see. They a hilariously named riot. So property owners came up with a genius solution. Why is this highlighted? Anti-urination.
Electric fences out there.
I'm gonna click it and see what. Ooh, there's like actually a Wikipedia page for this. Okay, here we go. Designing sloping convex structures into the corners of their buildings or wherever else a pier was likely to do their business. I mean, okay. The structures served two purposes. One, it forced prospective public urinators. Listen, do they have a safe word for that? I mean, let's see. Prospective public urinators away from the corner, and they found that people who had to take their bananas out where everyone could see them were less likely to, well, do that. Even better, though, if someone was brave enough to give it a try anyway, their own pee deflected back at them, soaking their pants and shoes, and generally rendering the whole exercise pointless. Behold the wonders of geometry, everyone.
It's tinkle down economics.
Tinkle down economics.
Did you say pee hold?
Yes. Yes, I did. The widespread installation of public bathrooms made the structures largely redundant at the end of the century, so most of them were removed. However, you can still see about 30 of them throughout the city, which really drives home the scale of the problem. Of course, people haven't stopped peeing in public. Sorry, I'm thinking of that song, People Are Still Peeing in Public. Let's see. So versions of Norwich's. Yeah.
I wasn't in public. They threw me into public.
So versions of Norwich's anti-urinary devices are still in use in London. They're a bit more high-tech, but even sneakier. A special coating painted on walls that repels liquid. You think you're peeing on a normal wall, but it sprays your own hubris right back at you. And you thought the British were masters of dry humor. Har 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 har. I mean, I'm just saying, I just don't know what to say here. I don't understand this. I don't understand how building. Okay, so painting a building with some sort of pee deflecting paint makes sense, right? But this thing here, it is like in the corner, right? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It means you can't actually be in the corner to pee. You have to be out away from the wall to pee.
Yeah, they did it in the areas where people were peeing that they considered discreet, but gathered up all the pee.
I mean, but just wouldn't people it just seems to me that probably people still can, in fact, pee wherever and would continue to do so, I suppose.
But
It forces them out of town and to pee on trees where it actually needs the water.
Yeah.
Surely building a park solves this problem, right?
Building a park. The thing is that it's all men. It's not women that are out there hiking their skirts up to pee on the side of a church. It's basically you guys. I just don't understand. Like, what is your problem?
I'm sorry. Are you under the impression that women didn't need to pee in Victorian times?
Is that what I said?
Well, I mean, they were in fact hiking their skirts up, yes.
But not to pee on the side of a church.
But they had belling out skirts, so they wouldn't have to hike them up at all. You just kind of there you are and go and move on because nobody can see anything under the skirt.
Isn't that what the metal cage is for, right? So you can sit and...
I'm just saying that the Great Victorian Piss Off.
Okay. That's funny.
Pinarado. I'm just like going back and seeing this point because I was reading. Oh man, I'm just saying, how come you guys can't manage to actually just go in a toilet? Like civilized people.
The point is there weren't any for people to go into.
Well, then why can't you go into a bush or something?
There weren't any in the cities.
There weren't bushes.
Where did people go to the bathroom other than the streets? I mean, they must have gone somewhere.
A hole in the backyard.
It wasn't the great poop off. It was the great pee off. Because
they would do their business in a bucket and throw it out the window above everyone else. So why not just go on the streets? It all smells the same. The look on your face. I'm sorry. That's what they do. They have buckets and they just toss it out the window. The stuff in the bucket, not the whole bucket.
Yeah, they kept the bucket.
Reusable.
Okay, now we're going to have a battle between vegetables.
Zucchini for the win.
I don't even know. Okay, moving on. All
Yellow
right.
squash.
Oh, no. Moving on.
Oh, I thought we were still naming the kerfuffle.
Article number 1 is scientists have taught spinach to send emails, and it could warn us about climate change. Article number 2. Suspicious spuds.
What if we just get email that's about fear of Popeye?
Suspicious spuds appear in front of Wayland Library. So, article number 1 is about email sending spinach. Spinach that knows how to send email. Article number 2 is about suspicious. There's a lot of S's going on here. Suspicious spuds. So, there's a lot of S thing going on here.
You have to be suspicious of spuds. That's why we have to eat them to get rid of them. You never know what they're up to. We got their eyes everywhere.
Oh my God. You're fired.
I wonder if the spud looked like, someone important or something. You know how they see faces in the sides of potatoes all the day.
Ion, did you start the timer? Okay. Whew. Yeah. Yes. No, Wombats has already passed. Wombats was the last round of articles. Now we're on to suspicious spuds and spinach that can email you. I just don't get it. So yes, that's what we're looking for. What do we have here? Let's see.
Yeah, apparently you didn't get that email.
What email? Oh my God! Shut up.
From the spinach.
God damn it.
What if the spinach sends us email about the potatoes?
Ooh.
Spinach emails you. There's some really suspicious spuds outside that library over there. Wait, who is this email from? Your mom. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. We've got one.
Wait, did you say let's eat?
No, I said let's see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so spuds are over here, and spinach is over here. So spinach, spuds, and spinach is number 1, and spuds are number 2. So we have 1 vote for 2, and 1 vote for 1, and 2 votes for 2, 3 votes for 2, 4 votes for 2. All right. So I guess that the suspicious spuds are taking the show by storm. Let's see. Man,
It is unspinach. What?
I kind of wanted to know how spinach can send an email, but it's okay. I also am curious about suspicious spuds. So here we go. Oh, there's supposed to be sound on this one. Okay. Hold on just a second.
Even more suspicious. The potatoes are making sounds.
I don't even know. I'm just calling it like I see it here. It's a conspinacy. I'm trying to say that. Yes. I can't say it.
The potato story sounds kind of half-baked.
What?
I said the potato story sounds like it's kind of half-baked.
Half-baked. Let's see. And share the audio. Here we go.
It's time to hash it out.
You are so fried.
Yeah, be careful because little bunny Fufu is gonna come mash you if you don't knock it off.
You can't.
I'm just scooping up the field fairies, mashing them on the head. Here we go. The mind reels. Suspicious spuds appear in front of Wayland Library. Okay, here we go. We're gonna watch this for a second. Maybe. Oh, Massachusetts. Workers at the Wayland Library.
Workers at the Wayland Library are just puzzled by potatoes that keep popping up outside the building. You can see the starch situation right here. People there are sort of stumped by the spuds. They have no idea.
That's it?
Like where they're even coming from.
And we'll continue. It's still hot.
It's all very punny.
One doesn't even know what to think. One doesn't encounter random tubers on the lawn.
Apparently one does.
That's what people in Massachusetts call potatoes. They call them tubers.
They are tubers.
They are.
Okay. Workers, let's see. One doesn't even know what to think. One doesn't randomly encounter tubers on the lawn. Assistant Director Andy Morris said. Morris started discovering the starchy suspects on the library front lawn last week, each of them appearing a couple days apart and beautifully baked. So somebody is putting baked potatoes on the library lawn. I don't get it.
Maybe they're fighting the zombies.
They're not unlike most potatoes you'll see. I believe they were russet, about 4 to 5 inches long, nice brown golden glow to them. News of the mysterious food has been quickly consumed by the neighborhood. Sarah Benson, who lives nearby, jokingly said that she lives in constant fear. I just stay inside and I don't come out for fear of potatoes. It's just, whoa, right at you. That doesn't even make sense. You're looking at potatoes on the ground. Where did those come from? I mean, potatoes on the ground is way less weird than, say, I don't know, potatoes on top of your car, for example, right? I mean, potatoes grow in the ground, so it's so much less weird than many other places. Potatoes in your mailbox. I don't know, like, let's see. The mind reels. I don't know. I think the second one was a copycat. So they've had two potatoes. Like the first potato got so much press coverage that there was a copycat potato peeler. What? I don't even know. Okay. The staff said the baked potatoes are not doing anything wrong, and people seem hungry for a bit of fun. So now they will stay right where the potatoes aren't doing anything wrong. What were they going to do? Call the cops on the potatoes? Like, you know what? I want that potato arrested for trespassing. I don't get it. But it's not doing anything wrong, so that potato can stay there. In memoriam for people who want to make a pilgrimage, for people who want to pay homage. Homage to the potato, the lawn potato.
Actually, they go better with fromage than homage.
Le fromage.
The fromage. Let's see. There have been rumors that more potatoes have been cropping up along the street, but neighbors said they have yet to encounter them. This is just so weird. It's what's weird to me is like less the potatoes and more the strange amount of coverage that the potatoes are being given, I guess.
Chive from Studio 7.
Chive from Studio 7. No. Terrible. I don't even get it. Okay, that was weird. Let's see. I feel like I have to get this next one here into the lineup. It seems like it has to be done because of Count Morbid and Frank. So let's see. Here we go. It is number 1. A man has turned his dead uncle's skeleton into a guitar. And number 2, dag nabbit, I don't even know. Let's see. No, this one shouldn't even be here.
What? Yeah, it should.
Party on, Gunther.
Right.
Okay, number 2. Ooh. As long as we're talking about skeletons. All right. Websites say a North Carolina man found the skeletal remains of a pixie. Here are the facts. So, if you want to hear about the dead uncle's skeleton guitar, press number 1. And if you want to hear about the skeletal remains of a pixie in North Carolina, press number 2. Thank you, Ion, for starting the timer. Yeah, let them eat russets.
Be excellent to each other.
I feel like this here, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I feel like that's from a nursery rhyme or something.
Which one was the uncle guitar? Which one was the uncle guitar? And also,
Uncle guitar is number 1.
Okay, I don't want Talon to watch this story. Dorian, don't let Talon watch this story.
Frank was not going to make it through the next festival that we have because he's going to get Frank napped by Talon, and Talon's going to make Frank into a guitar.
Frank already lost his heart actually at Canterbury, but it wasn't Frank I was worried about.
Somebody's uncle.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't even know.
What?
Oh, we can keep doing this all night.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
Challenge
I
accepted.
0 votes for number 2, which is the skeletal pixie, and only votes for number 1. And I don't really think number 1 is going to be outwon here at this point. So, Uncle's skeleton guitar, it is. Well, let me pull up the article if you will. Let's see. Oh, that thing looks sweet. I wonder if there's sound and we can hear him play it. Oh, I think there is. All right. Okay, wait. Share. Turn the sound on just in case.
Is that a play on bones instead of play on words?
Dr. Bones, Bones, calling Dr. Bones. I don't know. Here we go.
Some Grateful Dead song just went through my head. Sorry.
Come on, check that out. Tell me that thing is not freaking cool. A man has turned his dead uncle's skeleton into a guitar. But that's a real human. Which is the weird part.
Yeah, and so is the guy playing it.
Well, at least that's what he wants us to think. A man known as Prince Midnight, might not even be human, has constructed a functioning guitar from the skeleton of his dead uncle. In Midnight's native Greece, cremation is frowned upon within the nation's Orthodox Christian Church. His uncle Philippe, who died in a car accident 20 years ago, had requested that his skeleton be donated to a local college for educational purposes. After the college no longer had the need of the skeleton and his family refused to have him cremated, Midnight filled out extensive paperwork to have Philippe's bones sent to his home in the U.S. rather than pay for cemetery space. He then attached a guitar neck, pickups, volume knobs, a jack, strings, and electronics to the bones of Philippe's torso to make a fully functioning electric guitar. You can see a video in a video of the instrument in action below. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? We're gonna watch it in action.
You know, by the way, it would be funny if he only plays show tunes on this. Like if it was just like super mellow music, if it was just like Puff the Magic Dragon, you know.
happy Disney show tunes. Rogers and Hammerstein.
So somebody in the YouTube comments has a great line about this is what happens when you multi-class Bard and Necromancer. Yeah, I think that was that is a really good line. That is a really good line.
But I don't see it.
All I see is Grateful Dead.
I mean, that is hilarious. I guess it depends on where they're watching from as to whether or not I can see their comments.
Well, no,
but
it's YouTube. It's where it was a couple of lines up.
Is it before the vote?
No.
It's after the vote. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too, man.
A necro dancer?
A necro dancer. Let's see. I think at the point the guitar would be ambulatory if he's willing to.
Right above that one.
Oh, here it is. Right here. I always wanted to know what multi-classing to necromancy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
well, now you know. Okay. It is a great line, actually. Okay, are you ready now to hear this thing? What do you think he'll play?
Show tunes.
Cocaine.
What?
Cocaine.
I want to hear Dead Man's Party.
Yeah.
Casey Jones.
Play Stairway to Heaven.
No,
Stairway's not allowed here.
No stairway.
What? I can't hear it. Oh, there we go.
This is my jam, yo.
Do you know what song that was?
No. Do you?
I mean, no.
It sounded like he was playing scales.
Maybe it was his own music. No, it didn't.
I think those were ribs, not scales.
Right.
Uncle Philippe can shred for all eternity. Why is it called shredding?
Because when you're running cabbage along a board, it makes the same noises. If you've ever done that.
I thought it was because I thought it was because it shreds the skin off your fingers.
Just like when you're making coleslaw.
Ooh.
I thought it had more to do with cheese. Like if you're making a taco.
I like cheese tacos. I am so bloody hungry.
Wait, sorry.
I'm just trying to hear something interesting because this is. Was that a song?
That was his jam.
That was his jam.
Yeah.
I feel like this needs to belong to Guar or something like that, right?
Frank wants to watch.
I see.
That's like Frank porn.
That was actually kind of cool. Rock on, rock on. I'm like, yeah. No, wait, yeah. I don't even know how to do it.
Throw the goat. Yeah. Okay. Never again.
It's a new definition of death metal.
Look, you've made famous Dana and Count Morbid both fall over dead.
What?
Not there anymore.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. What time is it? Ooh, 9:19. We still have time for another one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. Let's see. That one was actually pretty rocking.
Shoot.
Okay, I really kind of want to hear about this one because what in the heck? So here we go. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about female foobars. Okay. The LA police say Hollyboob vandalism of Hollywood sign was way uncool. Like, way.
Dude.
Versus the Forever Ponytail woman. The Forever Ponytail woman shares ordeal after using Gorilla Glue on her hair.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
I'm just saying. So, if you want to hear about the Hollyboob sign, press number 1. And if you want to hear about the Gorilla Glue ponytail, press number 2. And Ion with the timer, please.
I don't know.
What? Oh.
I said I don't even know. Why would one put glue in the... No.
You know, because some people...
The hair is that wild.
Some people need warning labels. I mean...
We used to call those window lickers.
We still do.
I'm just saying. Uh-oh, this one could be close. Let's see. Oh, what? You already read both articles and you still want wombats and their square poop? Let's see. Dang.
We know where their priorities are, man.
Yes, I guess that the Baroness and Jay have both already read all of these articles. Wow. Who? Square poop. You missed the square poop. Everybody. Okay. After this one, I will do the square poop just as a command decision. We will end the show on square poop. Oh, we're out. Okay. So where are we out? Sorry. Where are we at for votes? Let's see. Wait. That would be so many eggs for Ion to eat. I super got stuck. I should have not stopped in my words with my mouth hanging open right there, but I was just trying to imagine eating that many eggs. Ion, can you eat that many eggs per show?
I wonder if that's going to be a thing where that's where the video stops, is with you with your mouth like this, and that's what everybody sees when we post the link later on.
I was an apple 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. Okay, we have basically 2 votes for 1 and 1 vote for 2.
Like Gaston.
And that's right. So at least I sing well enough that you guys knew what that song was.
I just knew what that song
It also
was.
has words in it.
Words to help. Yeah.
I should have known. 2 votes for number 1, which is the Holly Boob sign, and then 1 vote for number 2. So here we go, Holly Boob. Wow. I mean, this is what happens when you lock people up for too long in their homes.
Well, I saw a broadcast with the people who sang the song and the actors who did the voices on the Facebook's page that show them singing.
Do you mean for the live action movie?
For I don't know who they were. I just know that their voices did the voices, and they sang pretty good, and they knew all the words, like they had done this before. Okay, that is absolutely adorable.
Right, but it's not the animated and live action movie.
Right, it's Gaston. Who cares? It was cute.
With some cleverly hung tarps, vandals in California on Monday tried to turn Los Angeles' famous Hollywood sign into the word Hollyboob. Los Angeles Police Captain Steve Leary confirmed the incident in a tweet Monday morning. 6 individuals were arrested for the stunt, which was reportedly intended to raise awareness of breast cancer, an LAPD captain told NBC Los Angeles. Spokespeople for the Los Angeles Police Department did not immediately respond. Let's see. A few hours ago, a group attempted to vandalize the Hollywood sign. Los Angeles landmarks are precious to those of us, and this was way uncool. Hollywood patrol officers have arrested 6 individuals.
This
how to tell if a police officer is from Los Angeles? Because
way uncool.
These statement says way uncool. not cool, bro. Not cool. Way uncool.
Wow.
Oh my
well,
God.
that one was
a dangerous hike.
So I
Wombat
guess
give us poop. Give us square wombat poop now.
Don't they have cameras on the Hollyboob side to catch people trying to vandalize it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna end on wombat poop. No one twerks like Gaston. No one's.
It is.
I'm done.
It is 9:25.
Drops down the booty like Gaston.
I feel like I'm trying to sing this in my head, right? Like, no one twerks like Gaston. No one's fine like Gaston. No one drops down that booty right like Gaston.
You know when I'm not on.
With his, nope, I'm not saying that out loud. But you know what I'm trying to say.
He's so
when I'm not on air.
Gaston.
You know when I'm not on air, there's gonna be a dirty rendition of this, just completely done while I'm doing dishes.
Yeah, is that what you're gonna do for the Bardic this year at Fairyblossom?
No, I'm gonna do that when I do dishes later.
Oh, no one scrubs like Gunther. No one. What?
No, it's probably gonna be pretty foul.
Oh.
Okay,
Gunther
tell me.
used
We want to see
all
later.
of his hairstyling.
Yep.
Yeah.
If one more person asks me, if it looks at my horns and asks me if I'm horny, I'm gonna ram them.
Oh, see, now you know how I feel whenever.
Hey, that's not wombat poop.
Are you a good fairy or a bad fairy?
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
We don't answer that question. Not because we don't know the answer, but we just don't
closer, and you'll find out.
I'm just saying she may or may not have a warning label.
She has to have surgery. It's sad.
Well, yeah. Not to mention this story is not actually as funny or weird as it initially seems, because part of the thing is there is in fact a hair product called Gorilla Snot.
I don't like it.
Yeah, there is actually a hair product called Gorilla Snot.
Is it from Australia? I mean, what?
I don't know. I don't know, but basically somebody recommended recommended Gorilla Snot to her, and she did a search, and basically it was a really unfortunate mistake, but people are kind of begging on this poor lady a little too much.
Okay, hold on. Did you just completely spoiler alert the article I was going to read?
Yes.
Because I thought you were reading Wombat Poop.
I said I was going to end the show on Wombat Poop.
Isn't the end of the
It's
show
9:27.
Yeah, that's right. We have 3 minutes. I can totally have read this in 3 minutes. I'll just pick another one.
Yay.
Well, apparently this could be toxic.
This is kind of
for
more
her
of a
skin.
sad bummer story anyway, so.
Is it really actually like sad bummer story? We don't get any
I mean, basically a lot of people have been making fun of this woman, but it's kind of gone mean. It's gotten a little mean, and it's not quite as clear cut as people would think, because again, basically there is an actual hair product called Gorilla Snot.
Ugh.
Why
and so name a product that? I don't get it.
After Gorilla Glue.
All right,
I don't
fine.
know.
Wombat Poop it is. Here we go.
People name things weird things.
Yeah, we named, Count Morbid, Gunther. That's all weird.
That Gorilla Snot communicates to the buyer that this is a hair product.
Well, and that's the thing. Gorilla Glue probably sounded more like a hair product, and it comes in a similar can to other hair products. So, I mean, because
you're on mute, Ion.
He does now.
Okay. Why do wombats poop cubes? Scientists may finally have the answer. I did share the screen, right? Yeah, okay. Here we go. For years, scientists have been wondering why wombat poop is cube-shaped. Oh my gosh, it really is. Look at that. Yes. Now they say they've got to the bottom of the mystery. Bare-nosed wombats, or common wombats, can be found in the woodlands of hilly landscapes in South and Southeastern Australia and Tasmania. The furry marsupials are renowned for producing distinctive cuboid poop, which researchers believe they then disperse tactically in order to communicate with one another. Now scientists at the University of Tasmania have discovered more about the curious phenomenon.
Come to Tasmania, come to Tasmania.
Phenomenon. Using laboratory testing and mathematical models, a team of researchers found that there are 2 stiff and 2 flexible areas around the circumference of the wombat intestine. The intestine, at 33 feet long, is around 10 times the length of a wombat's body. This ability to form relatively uniform, clean-cut feces is unique in the animal kingdom. The place these feces are prominent, they place these feces at prominent points in their home range, such as around a rock or a log, to communicate with each other. Our research found that these cubes are formed within the last 17%, of the colon intestine. The researchers say the distinctive cube shape of the wombat poop is caused as a result of the drying of the feces in the colon and muscular contractions, which form the uniform size and corners of the poop. Bare-nosed wombats are renowned for producing distinctive cube-shaped poos. Like we know, you've said that 5 times already in this article. This ability to form relatively uniform. Wait, what?
Some people might have forgotten.
In people, food travels along the gut in 1 or 2 days, but in a wombat's digestive process, it can take up to 4 times as long, so the animal can extract all possible nutritional content from its food. The creatures also produce poop that is much drier than human feces because they are better at extracting water from the intestine. Carver said the discovery that the cubes are created inside a soft tube reveals an entirely new way of manufacturing cubes, which could have implications for manufacturing, clinical pathology, and digestive health. There you go. Wombat cube poop, ladies and gentlemen.
The new construction block of the future.
Dorian did point out a particular phrasing of, I think that was in the article, that they got to the bottom of the mystery.
I mean, these articles are known for doing that, making those kinds of plays on words. So,
Who would
wouldn't
have thunk it?
And you know, they aren't the only ones that communicate with poop. Actually, I didn't find that weird at all. I mean, animals do that all. Like they
Oh yes,
poop
I meant
places, they pee
animals.
in places. Like
I meant.
what?
I definitely meant animals.
And the Marquis de Sade in the movie Quills.
Yeah.
I mean, some people use them as people use them as weapons as they're throwing them in things.
Monkeys fling poo.
Yes, who flung poo?
All right, you guys. It is now 9:32. It brings us to the end of the show. We are on Wednesday. We will not have author reads on Friday because we are headed down to the City of Roses. So there will be no author reads, but there will be on Sunday our regular version of Handmade Home Shopping, because we will by that point be able to tune in and set up and film the show from down there. So I think with that said, that's all that we've got here on the schedule for this week. Does anybody else have anything they want to say before we sign off? Please hit the like and subscribe button, you guys.
Yeah, do that.
Flirt with it.
Flirt with it. That's all right. And remember that our magic word today is red cap. After the show, go put red cap into the comments, and next week we'll be drawing for that cool red cap that was knitted by Horse and Round. So
what are the 3 ways that people can get entries into it?
High five.
I mean,
the 3 ways. Yes, you can join the YouTube channel for 1 entry. You can join the Patreon channel for a 2nd entry, and you can comment red cap in the comments on YouTube after the show, and that will be your 3rd possible entry. So
also, Ion has a special guest star.
Yes, that's Samhain. Yep.
Oh my God! Does anyone remember
No.
children cartoons where they used to pronounce it Sam Hain?
Has to be comments after the show in the comment section of the video, not here in the chat.
I hate premature comments.
You make them all the time. No wonder you don't like them.
3 ways to what? These are the 3 ways that you can enter to win when we spin the wheel for the prize each week. These are 3 different ways that you can enter. You can join the YouTube channel by pushing the join button. You can join the Patreon, or you can put the word red cap into the comment section after the show.
I can't make my 3rd finger do that.
After the show in the comment section, not in the live.
I can't make my pinky.
Not in the live. Not here on the side that you guys are doing now. You have to wait till the show is ended and then put it in the comments. So, but yes, the magic word is red cap. So I think that with all of that said, that's everything. And then we will see you guys maybe on Saturday if we manage to do our watch party for Valentine's Day. You guys, a link to our Discord is also in the low bar. So if you want to come hang out with us on Discord where we all just sort of randomly talk, please do so. We love to have more people there. And that's probably where we're going to be looking to do a watch party if we can get it set up to do it right. So that will be a thing. And then, of course, winners of the gnomes, congratulations. Your Gnomeos will be going out to you this week. So good night, everybody.
Good night.
We'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Snow. Winter is coming.
What?
This weekend.
It's coming? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, winter is coming.
Hello, friends. This is Gunther Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lolly's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the Fairy family. Safe travels.